Okay, before we will proceed to our topic, let me ask you, what does historical timeline of noteworthy linguist means? Okay, a historical timeline of noteworthy linguist refers to a chronological sequence outlining the significant contributions, discoveries, and advancement made by prominent individuals in the field of linguistics throughout history. It highlights key events, theories, publications, and innovations that have shaped our understanding of language and its various aspects, showcase the evolution of linguistic and research over time. Panene was an ancient Sanskrit grammarian and linguist who lived around the 4th century BCE. He is renowned for his monumental work called Ashtadhyayi, which is considered one of the most important texts in the history of linguistics. Okay, let's proceed to key contributions and significance of Panene's work include number 1, Ashtadhyayi. The Ashtadhyayi is a comprehensive and systematic treatise in Sanskrit grammar. It consists of 8 chapters and provides a detailed and organized analysis of the structure, rules, and forms of Sanskrit language. Number 2, Sanskrit grammar system. He developed a sophisticated system of grammar rules and structures that laid the groundwork for the grammatical analysis of Sanskrit and other languages. Number 3, Sutras or aphorisms. The Ashtadhyayi is composed of succinct and precise rules called sutras. These aphorisms encapsulate complex grammatical principles in a concise and systematic manner, making it a highly organized and structured work. Number 4, Morphology and Syntax. Panene's grammar covered various of language, including morphology, which is the study of word formation, and syntax, which is sentence structure, providing a comprehensive framework for analyzing Sanskrit. Panene's work has had a profound and lasting impact not only in the study of Sanskrit but also on the understanding of linguistic structure and analysis in a broader context, influencing subsequent grammatical studies across different languages and cultures. Ferdinand de Saussure was a Swiss linguist who lived from 1857 to 1913 and is considered one of the founding figures in the field of modern linguistics and semiotics. His work laid the groundwork for structuralism and had a profound impact on the study of language and its structure. Key contributions and concepts associated with Ferdinand de Saussure include number 1, sign, signifier, and signified. Saussure introduced the concept of the linguistic sign, consisting of 2 parts, the signifier, which is the sound pattern or image, and the signified, the concept or meaning. He emphasized the arbitrary nature of the relationship between the signifier and the signified, highlighting that meaning is created through their association. Number 2, synchronic and diachronic linguistics. Saussure distinguished between synchronic linguistics, which studies language at a specific time, and diachronic linguistics, which examines language change over time. He focused more on synchronic linguistics, emphasizing the study of a language structure at a particular time. Number 3, langue and parole. Saussure made a distinction between language, the abstract system of language, and the parole, the individual speech act. He argued that while parole represents individual utterances, langue represents the underlying systematic structure of a language. Saussure's ideas and concepts revolutionized the study of linguistics by shifting the focus from historical philology to the structure and system of language. Leonard Bloomfield was an influential American linguist born in 1887 and passed away in 1949. He is considered one of the key figures in the development of structural linguistics and made significant contribution to the field. The key aspects of Leonard Bloomfield's work include number 1, structural linguistics, Bloomfield advocated for a structural approach to linguistics, emphasizing the analysis of language based on its observable structures and elements such as phonemes, morphemes, and syntax. Number 2. Descriptive linguistics. He promoted descriptive linguistics, which involves the detailed and systematic description of language without making value judgment about them. Number 3. Basic elements of language. Bloomfield proposed the concept of phoneme, the smallest distinctive sound unit in a language, and emphasized the importance of morphemes, the smallest units of meaning. Number 4. Methodology. He emphasized the importance of empirical data and linguistic field work in studying languages. His focus on collecting and analyzing language data contributed to the development of methodologies for linguistic research. Leonard Bloomfield's work laid the foundation for structural linguistics and descriptive analysis, influencing subsequent generations of linguistics and shaping the direction of linguistic studies in the 20th century. Noam Chomsky is a renowned American linguist, philosopher, cognitive scientist, and political activist born on 1928. He is one of the most influential intellectuals of the 20th and 21st centuries, known for his groundbreaking contribution to linguistics, cognitive science, and political thought. Chomsky's contributions to linguistics include: number 1. Transformational generative grammar, proposing that human language is governed by a universal grammar underlying all languages. He suggested that humans possess an innate language faculty or universal grammar that allows for the creation of an infinite number of sentences. Number 2. Deep structure and surface structure. He distinguished between deep structure, which is the underlying meaning, and surface structure, the actual sentence form, proposing that transformational rules convert deep structure into surface structure, accounting for sentence variations. Number 3. Chomsky's hierarchy. He developed the Chomsky's hierarchy, a classification system for formal grammar which includes regular context-free, context-sensitive, and recursively enumerable grammars based on their complexity. Number 4. Cognitive revolution. Chomsky's work in linguistics contributed significantly to the cognitive revolution, shifting the focus of psychology and linguistics toward understanding mental process involved in language acquisition and use. Overall, Noam Chomsky's work has profoundly influenced linguistics, cognitive science, philosophy, and political discourse, shaping the way we understand language, thought, and society.